Okay, I'm not sure if I said in the last video, but these are done. They work very well. It's got a really good arc to them, very even. I'm very happy with the way it came out. I see a lot of people that do this and really turns out very lumpy. I watched quite a few videos of other people doing it, and I just wasn't happy with it. So again, this part you're going to use just the rib of the van, and then you're going to flex the wood down, and it's going to rest on this part, which is going to cause a big gap here. So I just made a shim off of the 3/4, or was it 3/4 or 1/2? And I think it's 3/4. The Baltic birch. Covered it in the flashing. Also painted it or coated it in polyurethane, and just put it right there. I might put a couple shims here, depending on where the framing is going to go for the shower and the closet, and then go through this through the. Did I say shims? Well, anyway, I would kind of shim this out based off of where the framing is going to go, and go through that, through the shims, and then to the ribs. I might need a couple crossbars or cross members here, and this is going to be tricky because this is where the ceiling comes down to the front. But the shower, we actually decided to move the shower right here, actually right on that line there where the two pieces of wood join. And right here in this area is going to be my computer desk, and we measured it out based off of my computer desk inside, and I'm going to be happy with the space there, even though it looks kind of crammed up. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to framing now. A couple of things. I'm going to frame in the shower and frame in the closet. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. I've already tried to put a 2x3 going down to the floor, and I was going to use Tex, and the Tex ended up popping out. They were too big, and the 2x3 is too big to use. What I really need are these small self-tapping lathe screws. But these are the ones that work the best for this very thin gauge steel. So anyway, I'm gonna probably countersink halfway through, because I want to use the 2x3s for the framing, just like we did in the school bus conversion. I want to have 2x3 studs for the big things like the shower, and just for peace of mind and stability. So I'm probably going to countersink these and see how it goes, and I'll let you know in the next video. Because there's an arc here, going to end up using a little half stud here, and then I'm going to do the same thing up there, and then I'm going to use a different wood to join the two here, and I'm going to attach it with some of those some wood deck screws, just to let you know what I'm going to be using for framing. For the 2x3s, if I'm using it long way, obviously I'm going to use a 3 1/8, and then the shorter, wider, fat way is going to be the 2 1/2. I'll show you in the next videos what I'm going to do and how I'm going to put it together. But the shower is going to go here. Next to the shower is going to be the refrigerator. There's going to be a little space in between both here. One for the air vent for the compressor, which I'll show you. And then the sink is going to go right here above the wheel well. The drain is going to be probably in this corner, and right below this is going to be our gray water tank, and it's custom made or custom size for this particular model Transit, which is nice. It fits up in a little nook underneath right here. It goes all the way from almost to the seat, almost all the way to the wheel well, which is really great because the sink's going to go drop right directly into it from here, or close to it. I might have to make a couple elbows and go down into it, but this the shower is going to go directly down into it. We originally were going to put the shower here, but decided to move it because it seemed closed off in here. A couple reasons. One is that it seemed closed off and too dark when we put up a fake wall just to see what it would look like. Felt a little claustrophobic, so we went back to our original design, which over here, which I was happy with because I don't feel like running piping from there over to here. The exhaust runs here and it's extremely hot, so that was going to be a big challenge for me that I don't have to have anymore. I don't have to do anymore. So framing for the walls is going to be a little bit different than framing for the bathroom and the closet, because we're going to be using Baltic birch strips. We're going to rip these down, and this is because there's an arch here, and that's a lot of space lost. You can see that it's not flat, but I can push it and it creates a nice arch there, kind of like the ceilings. So we're going to be doing that, and then I'm going to be doing some cross members this way, so you'll see. And I'm going to be using a lot of the lathe screws, self-tapping. It's a good length here. I'll let you know any mistakes or things not to do once I get into it. Now, you're going to find a lot of people doing this a lot of different ways, and I've done a ton of research on this. I've seen a lot of European videos because there's a huge van community in Europe. I watched a lot of videos here in the United States of people doing it, and I can tell you that everybody does it different. There's not one method that's like above them all, the standard. It doesn't exist, and if you can find it, then please let me know, because I have searched for probably in combination with me and my wife, probably 4 hours of looking through videos, and every single one of them is different. Not really sure why that is. I do know that the Ram and the Sprinter are different, so framing for those are different. The arc of the walls are different. Up there at the top of the ceiling is different. So obviously I understand framing for the different vehicles is different, but I can't find somebody to do it the same way in the Transit from one person to the next. It's different all the way around. I've seen people use sheet metal framing. I've seen people use 2x3s. I've seen people use 2x2s. I've seen people use only the furring strips, which I don't know how they're going to get away with putting in structures like a shower and closet or whatever, because they're not done with their build yet. So I don't trust any of that stuff. So I'm going to do what I know best, and that is use 2x3s, because we did it in the Going Boundless school bus, and it's extremely strong. So I'm going to use a combination of furring strips and 2x3s. I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, just a quick video. Decided to move the bathroom from here to here. Reason why is because we have our gray water tank running. It's a custom gray water tank made specifically for this model Transit. Goes from the driver's seat all the way to the wheel well. I believe it's 20 gallons. And we were going to put it there, but the exhaust pipe runs close to there, and also getting the drain from the drain line to go from there to there is going to be very difficult, so we decided to move the shower. Also, the shower here causes a lot of makes it feel closed in, so that's another reason why we decided to move it. So we're going to be putting slats for most of the framing in the van. Sorry. And it's going to conform to the bend of the van. I have to cut some longer ones. This is not meant for the wall, but we have to actually frame in for the shower for stability, and we're going to be doing tile. And a tile instead of a shower pan. It's going to be a tile floor, and with the mud concrete and all of that. So we want this to be very sturdy. So I'm going ahead to frame in the walls here. This is the length of the shower. I haven't connected the crossbars for the frame here. So what I'm doing is I'm setting it up. I'm going to put these, screw these on. The square is easy. Just 2 deck screws for each side. And then to put this piece on, I'm going to have to toenail it, where it means I have to come in from the top, angled downward. And from this one, I can come in the easy side over there. But the bottom piece, I'm also going to have to toenail it as well. After that, we're going to be covering the side with window flashing that touches the metal. I'm also going to be screwing using self-tappers, lathe screws. Let me see if I can find them for you. Tech self-drilling lathe screws. I'm going to be using 1.25 inches. I might have to countersink them. Let's see. Yes, I'll have to countersink these a little bit. That's okay, unless I find some longer ones. Then I'm going to screw deck screws going down into the subfloor as well. Keep in mind, the walls are a little funny here, so I'm actually lining it up with the center of this. I'm not going in the center here because I can't put a screw here. It'll just pop the tech screws out because it'll pull the metal, and it doesn't like that. These techs or self-drilling screws are very sensitive and very finicky. So I'm lining it up with the center of this bar here, and you can see also here I'm doing the same thing. See if I can. Okay, like so, and I'm going to be screwing in, not in the middle, but on the right hand side, and on this side I'm going to be going on the left hand side. So it's not in the middle of it, it's on the edge of it. I'm sorry. It's just because the walls are so funny. Now keep in mind that this is just to kind of hold it in. This part of the van, I'm sorry for the bad videoing, this part of the van is not structural and it's very flexible. So this is just to keep it in place. Really it's going to be the cross members and screwing into the subfloor and screwing into the ribs up there, the van. All of this is going to hold each other together and make it stronger. It's going to brace each other. So not one element is going to be like the key element for holding all the strength. So it's everything. It's a compilation of everything all together. I'm also going to be putting some wood strips there and bring it down, and it's going to come into the top here. So I'm going to give you a couple more videos, of course, to show you how I put it all together. So we're going to be putting window flashing on the back of here, and then self-tapping it into the metal, wood screwing into the floor, and of course finishing up the framing. So I hope this was helpful. I'll give you another video here shortly. Hey guys, so this is the bathroom frame that I'm working on right now, going with 2x3s. I apologize, I'm not really a video person, and I take too long between videos, so I don't remember what I said in the last video. So if I'm repeating myself, that's why. So this is what I've come up with so far, which fits perfectly against this wall here. I'll show you. You have to take great care. I'm doing one piece at a time. There's a little notch there, just for this little tiny area here. And the wood starts to angle to the right here. That's on purpose. And then it's going to angle to the right even more. I'm going to show you. It slides right in. Let me get it in the spot for you. Now it's all squared, fits perfectly, and when I put it in, it's just perfect. It touches the roof right there perfectly. It touches the walls on the side perfectly. It's just a game of patience and time consuming, but I'm very happy with how it's coming out. You can see here the 2x3s joined here. I'm going to be putting the hardy board, sheetrock, or foam board. I'm not sure what we're going with, probably foam board, but we'll talk about that later. Is going to go here for this wall, this way for the other wall. Obviously, I have to put a bunch of studs. I'll show you how it goes in the next video. Oh, and also, yes, there's going to be cross brace from here to here. And then on the wall going over to a cross brace that goes from here to here. This I'm going to attach to the rib above here. And then the side of this wall, we're going to have cabinets going this way, and I'm going to adhere right around here to the frame of the bathroom and go this way along the ribs down to the very back portion of the body there. So it's all going to come together and give itself strength by putting all of these pieces together. Anyway, see you in the next one. Hey everybody, so the shower framing is complete. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to put a couple more cross sections there, but I don't want to yet because we're going to do a shower niche and we don't know exactly where that's going to go. So I'm going to put another cross member and a couple more going up and down just for added support. I'm also going to be doing more here, but I'm waiting on that because I want to check what kind of shower head we're going to get, and those are easy to put in. It'll take me 5 minutes. The hard part's done. It's the angle of the left wall that slightly comes in. That was difficult. The angle of the ceiling, which is difficult. I might put in, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. I have to look at what the building codes are like for framing in a shower and see what they say. I might have to extend this out a little bit more, but that's easy. That'll take me, about 20 minutes if I need to extend that out. In fact, I'm probably just going to extend it out just to be safe. And I might put in another one here, going up and down. Depends on what the wife says, on if she's okay with the wall or that side. I guess I don't know if you would call it a wall because it's so small, but if that can be bigger or not, I'm not the designer, so it's not my call. I just do what I'm told. We're going to be putting electrical and a couple other things need to run back there, so obviously I'm not going to be finishing the shower. I just wanted to get the framing, or the majority of the framing, done. Obviously that's going to be, and it's all loose right now, you can slide it in and out, but I'm going to be using wood screws to hold it all down. I'm going to be using self-tappers that go into the steel here just to secure it. I'm also might put in a cross member from the rib to the other rib there, and from this rib over to the rib over there, just so I can have another piece of wood that joins. I will also screw this into this rib. This one will go into this one. So it's going to be very, there's a step there. It's going to be very solid. I hope this was helpful. On to the next project.